Hi, all you beautiful souls out there. You know, I have done several videos the past couple of weeks, and I have not posted them because it always seems like what I really want to say always is changing too, because the world is just changing so rapidly. So today I'm hoping that this will be the video that will help tremendously, will help so many of you to understand more and more of what is going on. So please excuse me, this time I want to use some notes because it always seems like I'm going on way too long with my videos as well, and I realize I just think I need to have some notes with me until I get much better with this. So again, why is this all happening the way it is happening today? Well, first, understand something. Nothing happens just to happen. There is some people that do feel like we're just here. We're just existing. Well, if that was the case, then I would think that most of us would feel that my life, your life, everyone's life has no meaning to it. And that means that even the flowers, Mother Earth, the hills, the trees, animals, babies, being human or animal, just have no meaning. And that just seems so sad, doesn't it? And if that was the case, then there would be no feelings. Then we have nothing to complain about, right? Because if we're just here just to exist and just like robots, then there would be no feelings. But so I don't think that is the case at all. So I really do feel there is a meaning to all of this. Okay. But before I explain more about this, so understand that where I come from is that my life, your children, my grandkids, your grandkids, so on and so forth, everything on this planet, we're all doing it for a reason. And yes, there's a meaning to everything. There's this gentleman named Greg Braden. His work is in science and spirituality. And I would recommend that you look him up on YouTube, and he has several books out there. He's an awesome person. And if anyone has the Gaia channel, as you know, he's on there. And many of his other colleagues that he likes to work with is on there as well. Okay, well, anyway, I love how Greg had put it, because some people, even I, have thought at one point that we're here going through life and then we die, and that's our existence in a way. But yet I know I'm having meaning to it, but it just also seems so sad, right? But then he put a new twist on it, and I felt that was more to be true than the way I and so many others have felt or do feel about it. The way he put it is that we're here not to die because we're everlasting, because we're always evolving. He put it, we're here to heal. Now, what he means by that is that we have gone through so many lifetimes. We are so connected with everybody, and that's true. We are all connected. Being with our ancestors or not, we're all connected. So we're all energy, and so we're feeling this energy back and forth. And so we go through all these experiences, other people's experiences, and so we're doing this healing. And so the way I like to explain that part I should say, I want to use the analogy of an onion. And the reason why is that I look at life as layers, okay? Like a layer of an onion, that once you pull that one layer off, there's always another layer there, right? And it just seems like it's never ending. Well, the human experience is that way. It is like a never ending experiences, because we are going through all this healing. And we're continuously going through this. And when we're doing this, experiences are contrasts. And what I mean by that is that once we're going through one experience, let's say that we're going through an experience of feeling like we are not beautiful. Well, we are looking at ourselves in the mirror. We might see blemishes. We may see that we don't look the same as we did 20 years ago. So we start to label ourselves as ugly. We're hearing this from other people, or not, but that's what we say we do. And then, but once we dive in within ourselves, and then we start understanding what beauty really means and what it truly is, then we have grown. And then we see ourselves a little differently in the mirror now. And that's just one. I don't want to go through a lot of different types of contrasts, because we could do a whole new video on that. But anyhow, so that's what we're doing. So once we're going through one contrast, we're going through another at the same time. So there's this continuous of learning, evolving, and what have you. Another way of understanding is that we have, oh my goodness, excuse me. So now then, this video, I'm actually going to make it into 2 videos, and I will be going over more about the contrasts and such. But I want to end this by saying that just remember that even though it may seem like this is like it sounds horrible, and it sounds very, which it is, we're very uncomfortable majority of the time, I will be the first one to say changes are very, very hard for me. Not so much changes in the sense of, because I do accept changes, it's just that when I'm being put into a change that I feel like I have, that I wasn't asked for, if I want to go through this change, I have a hard time with that. So you can imagine what I go through, with today's way of living and such, and someone else is keep telling me what I have to do, what other people have to do constantly, and I tend to resist that. So that is my step. So see, that is something I have to go within and heal too, because I have to ask myself, why am I so resistant to this? So it has to do with empowerment. And that is something so for example, like I was saying, that I wasn't going to give any other contrast experiences. This is actually a really good one, because like I said, I don't want to be controlled. I want to I want to be in control of my own life. So how do I get to that point? I can say it, but if I'm not learning how to do it, then I have not grown, right? Just like the beauty part. What can I do for myself to show the world that I am beautiful? That it's not all about my looks. If part of it is about my looks, then that's something that I need to work on. It could be weight. It could be the way I'm taking care of my skin. It could be a number of things. But I truly believe if I live within my belief system of love, compassion, being very authentic, that will come out, and that's what people will see and resonate with. Some will and some won't. I can't control that. All I can do is control myself. So now, again, the control thing. So I don't want to be controlled by society or by anyone. So how do I go within and understand what it is that I need to learn from? And my conclusion was empowerment. Well, how do I become empowered? By doing videos, by speaking my truth, being respectful of other people's truths, listen to other people's truths, but really listen to my truth and what it is that I want to bring to the table. And that I mean for everyone to learn how to do. Okay, in the next part of this video, I want to explain how we can diminish what is going on, all this frustration and pain that we are all going through, and some of the ways that we can alleviate that, because that is really, really important. Because like in my other videos, like I said, I haven't posted, I was explaining more about, about the lockdown, and because what's happening in my town is not necessarily happening in the next town over, because it depends on their city government and such. So there's a lot of power struggles and all that, and because of that, there's a lot of emotional health that is so unbalanced right now, like never before. And I don't want to really say like never before, because if we really think about history and think about in other countries, there's a lot of emotional unbalance, emotional health. So there is suicide on the rise, and I think we all know that. There is more alcohol use, there's more drug use, because people are in this pain. And I'm here to show and offer you another perspective on how we can get through this pain and suffering without having to go into another area that is not going to serve us well. There is no shaming. There is no finger pointing, because like I said before, when we point our finger at someone and trying to shame them, we have 3 fingers pointing right back at us. So remember that. That is such a good rule that whoever came up with that, I try to really live by that rule. Anyway, I love all of you, and I will do the next video as soon as possible, okay? And thank you once again. And if you have any comments, please place them. And always know, because of my work as a perspective life coach, my work is as a shamanic practitioner, again, perspective life coach. I'm an ordained minister. I can marry anyone, as long as you are 18 and over, and what have you. So I'm there for you. You can get a hold of me on Facebook, on Messenger, and also through my email at this time. So anyway, I love all of you. Take care. Stay well.